They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly. But you never know what's going to happen. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Arizona State Sun Devils, Mountain America Stadium in Tempe. As we'll see a team from the Pac-12, the Washington State Cougars, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Arizona State Sun Devils. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Sun Devils will kick it off to get us underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cougars offense will have the football first. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. Be interesting to see what they do today.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Let's step back here and chat a little Washington State. They were really excited about the pickup they got last week. Commitment from a three-star defensive back, David. And when programs at this level can get... And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Washington State sends out the punt unit. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. The Sun Devils offense will have its first possession of the game. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires toward the end zone. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Man, I love night games because you have all day to get excited, get jacked up. And you could tell, the QB might have been a little too excited. Forcing the ball into coverage on the first pass attempt, creating the interception. Now this defense has set this offense up in a great position to get some early momentum.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Looking downfield, it's Duggar. There's the pressure. Heaves it on the run. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got room on the return. He's at the 30. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. He threw a pick on the initial drive, and they have it back, and we're still looking for our first points of the game. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. Guys, when you think about Arizona State, boy, did they have a big pickup in recruiting. Stud in the secondary, 5-star defensive back, gives them a verbal. What a huge boost for this program, David.
This is enormous. Getting a guy in the back end, a 5-star guy like that, dude, it's plug and play, and those...
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Give to the fullback. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. Washington State will have to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Makes the catch at the 35. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
Obviously not the start this quarterback was hoping for, guys. He's now 0 for 4 to start the game throwing it. He just can't seem to find a rhythm. He's not finding his receivers. I'm even wondering if he's seeing the field that well at all, but no surprise. When you start the game 0 for 4 at QB, you've got no points on offense.
Caught over the middle. It's Brown. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Sun Devils in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking for room, it's Udo. Knocked down at the 34 after a pickup of 5. It's a 1st down.
And you know what? The best 3rd down offenses don't get the 3rd down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You could tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard. Got a nice gain, popped one, got a 1st down. Who needs 3rd?
And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And what a start for this guy. That's now his 2nd interception in the 1st quarter of this game. He has been an absolute ball hawk in this thing early, and the quarterback would do well to stop throwing his way the remainder of this game.
Goes to the option, and he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Running the option, it's Duggar. And he'll pick up a few yards before he's dragged down, and that'll be the end of the 1st quarter. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Duggar. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
You know, I love defensive ends that are active and violent with their hands. Great job fundamentally by that D-end getting that sack.
They booted away on 4th down. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. He has to take care of the football on this drive. You just can't survive throwing 3 picks in a game. Makes the catch. It's Udo. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
He wants to change this route. Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Udo. All the way to the Hops. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A first down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. New set of downs after the completion. Give to the back. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
How about that for efficiency on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football. Great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And I think a lot of times when offenses run these counters, you're going to fake one way, right? Pull guys the other direction. If you can get some penetration really quickly, get behind those pullers, you got a chance to get in the backfield, just like right there.
Oh, he's got some space. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
To throw, it's Duggar. Fakes the grab on the left. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
From the gun, running back gets the give. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Sends it back in motion. The play action fake. Bringing the heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now, why they're trailing on the scoreboard, is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Fires to the right. This one's complete. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Yeah, and it's nice to have guys like this on 3rd down, on money downs that you can go to, and you know he's going to win. Hit the gas, hit the brakes, create a little bit of separation. Nice job.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referee's signal for the 2-minute timeout. Now on 2nd down. They'll send the back in motion. The toss to the right. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. He'll be stopped at the 44, knocked out of bounds there.
Hey, how about it? How about the old toss play, right? QB catches the ball, tosses it to the running back. Listen, it's got to be thrown out in front of him so he can continue to run, and then the offensive line has to do a really good job of getting the edge so he can get north and south.
Oh, he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. He'll be brought down, but he was trying with everything he had to turn that disaster into a first down. He came up a little short. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Let's see if he can find some room behind the left tackle. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking for a man. It's Levin. Quarterback extends the play. Unloads to the wideout. He's open on the right. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going.
That QB is absolutely going to buy all the hog mollies up front at steak dinner tonight. My goodness, when you have that much time in the pocket, I think I could be successful. And I don't even like quarterbacks who want to play quick.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate and give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. They've got the screen set up. There he goes. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. The Sun Devils are in the hurry-up. Off-play action on first down. He'll take a deep shot here. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. That's reeled in. It's Butler. Makes a grab and knocked down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line. To the air on first down. Shoots it to the left. And it's his 4th interception of the night. He goes out of bounds, but he creates the turnover and a great opportunity for his offense.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
Let's see if this offense can get out of a hole as they start this drive at their own 8. He's stopped in the backfield again. This defense trying to send a message he'll have to carry into halftime. On the option. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's got a better seat there today in Tempe than you do? And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to Frank Kush Field inside Mountain America Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Arizona State has the ball back and the offense making its way onto the field. They have the lead to start the third quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football, this lead would be even bigger. We might have already knocked them out already, Palmer.
It's just about eliminating the mistakes at this point. You're right. This thing would be over if they hadn't shot themselves in the foot. So ball security, that is at a premium as this game goes on.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Hand off from the shotgun. Shakes off the defender. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Here comes the heat. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And the Sun Devils line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Quarterback will keep it.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
The give to the tailback. Fighting off the defender. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
On the option, it's Duggar. And he's hit and taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Duggar. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
And I'm kind of surprised by this performance, man. The QB last week, you could tell, dude, he was in rhythm. He was good timing. You could tell the chemistry with the receivers were good. And today, everything just looks off. And it looks hard. It looks difficult. They got to find a way to get.
He's going for a big play downfield. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Sun Devils send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a man. It's Duggar. Pressure coming. And they get to him, and down goes the quarterback, and you just cannot afford that in this spot.
The defense continues to have a great game. Both defenses have played well. These offenses are going to have to change something up, protect their quarterbacks a little bit better.
Quick toss. Breaks into the open. He'll be knocked out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Good pickup there.
How about that, man? 3rd and long. You know what I'm going to run? Let's see. Long pass, go route. No, we're going to run the option and try to catch him off guard. And I think they do a little bit, but the defense does a nice job rallying and getting to the play and getting to the pitch man before he gets to the sticks.
He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. The give out of the gun. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, the offense is penalized.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Quarterback couldn't quite make the connection on the last play. That brings up 3rd down. Scanning the field, it's Levitt. Pocket breaking down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. And the Sun Devils will try to pin them back with the punt. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. He'll keep it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
On the option, he'll do it himself. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Wants to go up top. The sure hands, it's Freeman. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. As the end of the quarter and Arizona State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. With a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. Washington State sends out the punt unit. Wants to bring it back. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, punt, turning it on. couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Back to throw, it's Levitt. Firing to the right, complete. Open space at the 25. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Arizona State! That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a two-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big CUSA matchup for you. Liberty put one in the win column in convincing fashion. The Flames had zero issue moving the ball, and that defense held strong in key moments. Talk about a complete performance. One game, I know, fellas, but it could be one to circle when we consider the big picture there in CUSA.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They'll run the option. Picks up the first down, still moving. Nice job to keep it himself, find the first down marker, and move the change for this offense.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the front.
Oh, he's got some space. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Really nice read that time by the quarterback in the option. He had the ball out on the perimeter. He saw his pitch guy open, nobody accounting for him. So you flip it to him quickly, nice accurate pitch out in front of him, easy catch, and then he's able to do the rest. Look at the speed that time on the perimeter by the pitchman, picking up a massive gain for this offense.
Under fire. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. The Cougars with a second and short to keep this drive moving. On the option. He'll toss it. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like, really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that run.
They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
I'll tell you guys, this fullback, he's not just a blocker. He can catch the football, and he can also run it, especially on third down. What a weapon.
And the Cougars pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Wide receiver going in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Cougars want to crank the tempo. Looking to throw, it's Doug. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Picked off to stop the threat.
It doesn't get any better from your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Fires left. Makes the grab. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
A little bit surprising, not going to lie. You've got a big lead like this late in the game, and you're still throwing for it and being aggressive. But, hey, man, it's working. And if it's working, keep calling him, I guess.
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Sun Devils can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
And the Sun Devils can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. On the move, it's Hugo. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
The Sun Devils kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Right back to the well.
And talking to coaches this week, that's their guy. The running back is the guy they feel the most confident in. So I expect down the stretch, when you got to lead in this football game, you're going to keep hammering away with your best player.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll go to the ground. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. And the Sun Devils come to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, no real mystery there, and I think this coaching staff has a lot of confidence in their offensive line to get the push needed to give that back just a big enough crease to fall forward and get the first.
And it's so hard. My room for error is so small when I'm the defensive line. Like, I got to get off the ball as fast as I can and try to get some form of penetration. Just stop that ball from going north-south. They don't do it there, and they give up the first down.
Fires to the right. They almost had another interception. They're trying to set records out there.
That play call is going to force a lot of people to scratch their heads because you've got the lead late. Why aren't you just running the ball? When you throw, you risk having interceptions like that right there. That should have been picked.
Looking to throw, it's Levin. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils! They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
And he knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And he puts through the extra point. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack.
QB spicy. No gain on the play. Brings up 4th down.
Washington State will have to boot it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. They'll bring him down. The clock is at 0, and that is how this one will wrap up. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for